If you've searched for a job in the last few years and before the internet became, well, all of this, then you might remember a simpler time when it seemed like there were fewer options for applying to jobs online. And you might be wondering, how the heck did we get so many job boards on the internet? But they don't all work how you might think they do. So to help you understand what you're doing when you apply for jobs, let's just quickly talk about job boards and how this all works. Okay, now first things first. A job board is a website or platform where employers post job openings and job seekers browse and apply for those opportunities. And if you're in the market, you can typically filter these job boards to show you listings by industry, location, job type, and whatever else that particular job board offers. Now, more often than not, these jobs will also offer a way for you to apply for those positions or review the company, or even receive alerts to your inbox for new listings that match your criteria, which is pretty neat. Now, on the employer side, how does a job board even get listings? One way is that an employer might sign up for that website and submit the listing themselves, typically at a cost, so that it gets added and essentially publicized by that job board to its users. So for the employer, it's a way of getting more eyes to their open positions than if they'd only posted the roles on their own careers pages. And back in the day, this was the most common and direct way that job boards populated their databases. But today, a ton of job boards get their listings through more automatic means. Some of those are legit, like if a job board officially partners with an employer or another job board and builds a connection that pushes listings to their site automatically. But some of them don't do this and may not even have a formal partnership at all and still have thousands of listings on their website. And this is typically done through scraping, which you can think of scraping like basically automatically scouring the internet for listings and pulling them into your own database and then presenting them on your own job platform website without anyone having to submit the information to you directly. Now, here's why that matters for you. When it comes to locating opportunities, it's really nice to have options and ways of finding positions. But if you find yourself applying to jobs at tons of different job board websites, you want to make sure that your application has the best shot at reaching a real person at that employer. And imagine now you're submitting an application through a job board that relies on scraping to populate its website. Because the employer doesn't have an official partnership with that job board, it's very possible that the employer may not ever even receive your materials. That's why this is all important. Because applying to jobs is annoying enough, and you want to make sure you're doing it the best way you can. So when you're submitting applications, here's what I do to increase the chances that my materials are going where I intend. First, apply direct anytime you can. Truly anytime. So even if you do find the job listing on social media or a reputable job board, see first if you can apply directly through the employer's website, which some job boards might link to, though not all will. Because applying directly through the website means you're using the company's actual application system, which is the most direct channel for being sure your materials reach them. So to recap, apply direct where you can. Then, if you're not able to apply directly on their website, check job boards where they have a clear presence. For example, depending on the industry, some companies may be more active on LinkedIn than Indeed. So if they have job listings there, you might have more success than if you were to apply to that position on another job board site. But regardless of whichever job board platforms you choose to apply through, make sure you're using a reputable one and, if possible, one where it's clear that the employer's listings have intentionally made it onto that site. And what about if you're using a job board that isn't as popular? Well, keep in mind that you want to be vigilant about how and to whom you're submitting your information. Because worst case, there are scammers out there who will take someone's desperation to find a job and exploit that. When in doubt, you can always try to get in touch with the employer to confirm that the listings you see are real and up to date. But if you're still in doubt, proceed with caution. Gang, I hope that cleared up why the heck we have so many job boards right now and how you can go about submitting your applications effectively. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and be sure to subscribe. Thanks.